Hey friend, and welcome back to RGD Gaming, the least toxic, most fun community in all of gaming. Have you ever watched a Jinx video, saw someone 1v9 the enemy, played Jinx and went 0-26? I sure have, and if you've had that happen to you, then this video is going to be for you. I'll talk about when to play Jinx, when to step up into fights, how to bait in lane, and when to go wild and kill everybody. This information is going to apply across all late game champions though, and especially when you're going to be paired against a matchup on the enemy team that wants to win early and get ahead early against you. So you can see in the chat here, my teammate is asking like if this is Challenger, and I don't, honestly, it's probably pretty close. I mean, I peaked at 600, and so ACDC Asian is pretty good. I'm familiar with who they are. I've played with them several times. So this is probably somewhere Grandmaster 2000 or better if I had to guess. Okay, and what's happening here? So I saw that my teammate picked Yuumi, and so what do I want to do? Yuumi tends to want to win earlier rather than later, interestingly enough, when you look at all of her graphs. But I often pick a late game champion with Yuumi because then I can control the lane. So right now I think I'm up against a Lucian and an Ashe. Ashe support is just the least intimidating support you'll ever see, and so I'm assuming that Lucian is going to want to press his lead early and hopefully get a good ult from Ashe and then engage on me. And so I picked Jinx because I know what I can do is stay back, farm up, wait for the right opportunity, and then step up into Lucian and Ashe and fight them. And that's what you want to keep in mind. So when you're looking at your matchups and you're deciding who you want to play, in this case I saw Yuumi, so I love playing Jinx Yuumi because I can control and do exactly what I want to do, and I can play the lane however I want, and Yuumi pretty much sits on me and sort of just supports my decisions. And I really like that as an ADC because I want the game to be put in my hands versus, relying on a support. Now, as it turns out, the Nautilus ends up being the support, and I'm talking to my teammates saying maybe I should have played Kate in the Lucian, but, Jinx is probably going to be okay. So this is the first couple days of the season, and I sped up this part. Let me know how you like that. Comment below if you like that I'm speeding up some of the loading phase, and then also this right here. It's just nonsense anyway, me running the lane. And I did that throughout the video, so let me know how you feel about this. In lane, what I'm doing is I don't want Nautilus to throw his hook into this bush, get an engage on me early, and basically chunk me down in the first couple seconds, which is really what they should be looking to do. And he probably was. He was sitting on the edge of that bush. So we want Yuumi to get a little bit of poke, and I need to watch out. Lucian wants to use his first ability into the minions and hit me. So that's what he's doing. He's literally standing there just waiting to line up this right here. Dodge that. You can dodge that quite often when playing against Lucian. Actually, he should really wait till I'm trying the last hit and then use that. And you need to do that as an early game champ, especially against Lucian Nautilus who want to engage. And see, I dodge it again. So when laning, think about the abilities and what your enemy wants to do, and work around that. Especially if you are the late game champion. Like I'm sort of at his whim. When he wants to try to step up, I need to back off, and I really can't step up, so I need to let the wave crash into my tower and farm up. I thought he was down there, which is why I shot that ability. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't sort of wrapping around. And then same thing, so he probably should have hit me with a hook there, and that was a bit of a mistake on my part. I really should have put a cam into the bush, but that's okay. And you'll see I'm conserving mana and using my abilities to hit the minions, although I whiffed there with my second ability, like a pro. And now they're wrapping around behind us, and so what do? Okay, now I'm going to take the opportunity to get an engage. I put the choppers out to stop them from being able to just come at us full speed. And I see that Lucian is overstepped here, and so what am I going to do? I'm going to chase him down and step up now that I have the power to win that fight because he's alone. Okay, so that's exactly what you need to do. You need to look for the opportunities to present themselves and then step up. Because in general, I don't want to run right at Lucian. But when he oversteps like he did, gets in way too deep, I step up, I'm able to get a kill, able to get a couple of assists, and that's exactly what you want as a Jinx. I sped this part up too, so really let me know if you like that I'm speeding this up as I'm getting to lane. I appreciate all feedback. Somebody said my sound effects were too loud, and I want to know when that's the case. So please let me know in the comments, or you can join the Discord and message me, however you want to tell me. If something is just way off with the video, I want to improve it, which is why I'm experimenting with speeding this up. Okay, right there. So what did you see? I put a cam in the bush that Nautilus wants to hide in, and he wants to hook me from. Because even though I'm ahead at this point, I'm not way ahead, and very easily, if they get a good engage, they can jump on me, get a kill, and if I die, Yumi's pretty much dead too. That is one bad part about Yumi is a lot of times once the ADC or whoever Yumi's on dies, Yumi's pretty much dead too, so it turns into a double kill. So here, still playing cautious, still staying back, using my abilities, poke a little bit, and then just trying to farm up my waves and lock down this lane. And there's really not a whole lot they can do about this technique. I'm dodging abilities, I'm full health, Yumi's full health, we both still have mana, so they really can't dive us under tower, they can't hard engage, and I keep dodging Lucian's first ability, so he's not even landing poke that a lot of times Lucian will land on people as they're farming. So if you are playing a late game champion, you need to farm well. And here we go, my cam, I get a little poke on Nautilus, and so now actually we're in a pretty good position that, you know, I can poke them a little bit, but I don't want to get too crazy. And I also have a ping that they want me to engage. Okay, so what's happening here? I'm going to bait them. I stepped up knowing that Nautilus was going to hit me with that hook and that we had our mid roaming, and allowed that to happen. So sometimes you want to bait that. When you know that you have somebody coming to help you, step up way too far, like you don't know where you are, let them hit you with that first ability. In this case, it was a hook, and then we're able to kill them and get 2 more kills. So now I'm 1-0-4. So that was a great roam by our mid, a great ping by them as well, and now we're trending towards Dragon, which is very important, and what I want as a Jinx player. And so I set my choppers out, I get to double root them there, but I do need to back off because there's a lot of heat here, and I don't want to die. And our mid is just doing great now, like they're on fire. I'm able to get a kill. I think they got triple kill, and then we're going to be able to secure Dragon. I think somebody pinged to get out of there, but really this is a time where you want to take Dragon. I know our jungle isn't there, but theirs died also, and we have plenty of time that we can take this and then start thinking about where we want to head next. And so what do? I want to reset, I want to farm that wave, but I ping that I'm going to Rift Herald. Why? Because their entire team should be heading to Rift Herald right now, and so is ours. So I am low on mana, I really want to reset, and Lucian and Nautilus make a different decision. They decide that they're going to try to take that tower, which I doubt they'll be able to do because it's still very early and there's a lot of armor. So right now we have a 5 versus 3 at Rift Herald. We're able to get Rift Herald. And let's see if we can do anything else. We get 1 kill. I'm able to get a kill. Now, I go down, but watch what happens here. So we got Rift Herald, 2 kills on them, and we're going to be able to get first tower. As opposed to Lucian and Nautilus that are up there still trying to finish off that tower, and even if they get it, I don't really care, because absolutely I would trade 2 kills, Rift Herald, and a tower. So you always want to be rotating with your team, thinking about what your team's doing, and even if they're doing something you don't agree with necessarily, you want to be going to where they are, because you're better off doing a bad decision with your entire team than a great decision by yourself. And here we go, our mid popping off again. So that's really good. Okay, and so what am I thinking? Like, I'm ahead, our team's doing very well, and at this point, what do we want to do? We want to not make big mistakes. We want to group at objectives because we can win team fights right now, and we don't want to overstep too far. So right now I can see on the map that their jungle was in mid, so that's no problem. Their mid's actually on the opposite side of the map, and I'm trying to get this tower, and then I kind of want to get out of here. I know that Lucian's coming. I really don't want to fight him, so if I can sort of stay back, that's great. And now I kind of want to go after Lucian. I can see that, you know, I probably have some pressure here. See, okay, that was perfect. I know that I'm going to have some heat, but also I do have Katarina coming to help me out. But I don't want to overstep too far. So take a jungle camp, probably just clear this wave, and then we should get out of there. Their jungle is probably going to be coming. Oh, he's in mid again. I don't know why he keeps going to mid. But anyway, that gives us time to shove this in, take the camp, and start trending towards our mid as well. And I'll grab this. If Katarina wanted this, I would let her have it, but she's going to rotate. And now it's Yuumi and I against Ashe. So I kind of want to shove this in and get this tower, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to. But hopefully I can get some damage. But I saw that Nautilus is there, Yuumi's pinging retreat, and we need to back off. And now we're able to get our second item, Runan's Hurricane. I really like Runan's second. It suits my playstyle well. I prefer having rockets hitting multiple people, and you see me fire off the Jinx rocket, but I miss. Now Lucian's hard to catch, especially when he shoots that ult right in your face. So we're gonna probably just let him go unless he decides to hang out a little bit longer. And then we're gonna start looking for this wave here. Okay, so we should start thinking about objectives and grouping with our team. I want to start heading to mid because there's a fight breaking out. If I can get there, I should be able to help. So switch to rockets, able to get one off. And let's see what we can do. Really don't want to fight a Gwen head on. So just trying to get a little bit of poke. And that rocket was a second late, otherwise we would have got a kill there. But that's okay. And so now we've got the second Rift Herald spawning, so we want to start thinking about that and trending in that direction. I'd like to shove this wave in and then get there. But sometimes the best laid plans don't happen. But there's a lot of action in mid, so I'm staying back. I'm just going to let that cannon minion go. And because I didn't want to get engaged on by, Ashe can ult me. Nautilus can ult me, as I just got ulted. Okay, and now we got a fight breaking out. I'm able to fire a rocket there. Get an assist. And now we get Rift Herald. So that's perfect. So skirmish breaks out, we get a couple of kills, we take Rift Herald. Now we want to start thinking about getting over to Dragon. We have one dead, they have three, so we should head right to Dragon. Take that. I like dropping that drop in mid for Rift Herald, puts pressure on them to kind of decide if they want to go for Dragon or if they want to lose mid. And I don't even mind Malphite not coming to take this Dragon with us, because that puts more pressure in mid. It's, the three of us, me, Yuumi, and Jhin can take that no problem. We do, and now Malphite backs off, able to get that mid tower. I'm able to go clear a wave, and so that's perfect. Something to keep in mind that I see a lot of people do. If you have the resources, what you really want to do is have the least amount of people take objectives. So in that case, I liked Malphite's decision. We didn't need him to take the Dragon. He's able to put more pressure on mid, and that's great. So sometimes you'll see people like all 5 people take Dragon when the entire enemy team's dead. That's not necessary. Now fight's breaking out. We're able to get 1 kill. Let's see if we can get here. Able to get 2 kills, and this is what I was talking about. 3 kills and 4. So we had 2 dragons. We were pretty fed, and then we're able to get the situation that we want, because what you really want is to kind of passively get a kill as Jinx, get the attack speed bonus, get the movement speed bonus, and then engage onto the enemy team and get in there. I just kind of want to take this tower here. And so we take this, and then we just want to get out of there because they're going to be respawning. I was hoping the red buff was up, but it wasn't, and that's okay. So now we should take this jungle camp, push that pretty big wave we got going on there, reset, get a shopping. We're pretty good. You can see 3 people on the map, so we've got time to take that wave. And then head this way, grab this, and get a reset in. And then we got Baron spawning, and Nunu is gotta be out of position there. Maybe, they know that I'm not there, so it's not the worst time to take a fight, but it looks like he overstepped just a bit. And let's see if we can get a kill. There, we're able to get a kill. I don't want to die. Miss with my rocket, but we'll get a double kill. Let's see. We get 3 of them, and I get a triple kill. So very nice, and 4 of them go down. And we should probably be thinking about Baron right now. Jhin is heading towards the inhibitor turret, which is, I suppose, fine enough. I would have preferred to take Baron, but if our jungle isn't there, it's really hard to do, so I'm not going to force that. Oh, we're gonna get in deep here, but we need to get out of here. This is way too much heat, and we're gonna die because they're all respawning. So I'm just trying to poke them. Fortunately, Nunu goes way too deep again, but I don't have enough mana to fight this. So back off. So what you want to do is always be thinking about, can you win this fight? Can you not? Just because I'm 11, 1, and 8 doesn't mean I can win any fight that I get into. And so I want to back off. I don't want to give them the bounty gold. And now we can see another fight's breaking out here, so we can re-engage. Although we don't have to because 4 of them are dead. Do we get him with the rocket? I actually hit him with the rocket, but he didn't die. And so now I've got some time to shove this wave in and make Lucian waste his ult there to clear that last wave. And now I'm just going to head through their jungle, take the red buff, so that way when they go there, it's just a waste of time for them. Also, so I get the red buff. I'll reset, and then we should start really thinking about Baron. We've been winning a lot of team fights, and so we could probably just force Baron and not have a major problem. Also, you see my jungle is on the opposite side of the map. They're pinging they want to do Baron, so I'm heading over there. And also I took the blue buff because why not? I mean, Jin's not going to get over there to be able to take it anyway. And let's see what we got here. This cat wants to get in there, and so she jumps in and she dies. So that was a bit of a mistake, but you can see, so cat's fed as well, but you can't just go and fight any fight that you want. And let's see if that rocket hits. It does. And we're able to get the kill. Let's see if we can follow this up. So we do have a wave coming, but Jin's going to do dragon, and so I ping that I'm going to do dragon. I think if all 4 of us go, maybe we can end there. But if my team doesn't go there, I can't do it myself. So I just need to get out of there. And now Malphite's fighting. Let's see what we can do here. Able to get 1 kill. Let's see if we can chase them down. Nope. And now we should do Baron. No, Baron's the choice. So I'm pinging that I want to do Baron. Hopefully Jhin decides to follow, and the 4 of us can. Because even if they engage onto us, we can just fight them and kill them, and it won't be a problem. So we should be taking Baron and really looking to end. Katarina should be heading towards Baron as well. And we take this so fast. I mean, they have almost no time. If you saw, I took 2 steps knowing that Ashe can ult, and I don't want just some fluke thing. So I took that ult in the back knowing that that was going to happen, and that's why I stepped over those 2 steps and blocked that. So if you know there is an ultimate that's coming in that you can block, you don't even want to risk it in this situation. Like, even if I died, it would be worth getting the Baron if I died and the rest of my team has it. So 4 people with the Baron buff with all the pressure that we're able to apply. So just a little trick to keep in mind. And let's see, we have a lot of heat here. Let's see if we're able to get any kills. That's a lot of action. And so we got some ultimates going off, able to get a kill, triple kill, and we end. Okay, so hopefully I made that clear. What you want to do, you know, it's almost obvious, too obvious, but play very safe early. Wait for rotations to step up. Don't take bad fights when you're an early game champ, especially against somebody like a Lucian. He is trying to press you. He was trying to get you to make a mistake. Do not do that. Do not play into his hands. And so, as a late game champion, wait, be patient. Hopefully I see you on the Rift. GG.